This week's exercise is a two-handed tapping line that sounds a lot more complex than it is. In fact, if you've never used the technique before, this is a perfect place to start. Let's take a look at how to play it. This exercise opens with two notes that are played with the fretting hand. We're going to play an E at the 7th fret of the A string, use the first finger for this, and then we're going to play the B at the 9th fret of the D string, and I recommend you use your 4th finger for that note. And again, these notes are only played with your fretting hand. So you'll just need to get used to hammering on with your fretting hand only. We're going to follow these two notes with two further notes that are played with the picking hand. And these are going to be B at the 14th fret of the A string and E at the 14th fret of the D string. Now the way to play these is if you anchor your thumb along the top edge of the neck, that will give you a point of stability to play from. And then you literally just press the notes down with your fingertips. Like so. So far we've got 4 notes. So we're going to play the same thing on each beat of the bar. The only difference is going to be we're going to move the two notes that the picking hand plays around a little bit. So on beat 1 we're going to play these two notes, the B and the E. On beat 2 of the bar we're going to play A and D at the 12th fret. On beat 3 back to the B and the E. And then on beat 4, we're going to play the D and the G at the 12th fret of the D and G strings. So each of those pairs of notes is still preceded by the two notes played with the fretting hand. So bar 1 is going to sound like this. I'll play this slowly. And then we're going to do exactly the same thing for bar 2. Let's move on to bar 3. So the good news is you've done the bulk of the work here because the picking hand is going to continue to do that same pattern. The only difference in this bar is we're going to move the fretting hand down to C. So we're going to play exactly the same thing, but now the fretting hand is playing C and the 5th, which is G. Okay, so bar 3 sounds like this. And what you'll hear is because these notes have stayed the same, because the root note has now changed, these notes take on a different meaning and therefore sound slightly different against the root notes. In bar 4, we're going to do exactly the same thing with the picking hand, except we're going to move the root notes up to D and A. And that brings us to the end of the line, and then you repeat back to the beginning. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the latest bass lick of the week. If you'd like to download the PDF worksheet and backing tracks, just head to resources.basslinepublishing.com and follow the instructions on screen. I'll see you next week for another bass groove.